Got something on that other one. This was the beacon out of the way. Oh, there we go.
G'day crew. Cyclone Alfred threw a spanner in my plans for this episode, but I've got some footage from a previous trip that I can share with you. When I did this trip I was still prospecting for crabs, planning to drop some pots, have a troll and then maybe search for some snapper before picking up the pots again and heading home.
Oh, I might have something bigger on it this time. I think I have, don't know. Oh yeah, I think I got something. Have I? No, another grinner. He felt heavier than that.
I stuck with the trolling for a while, but it only produced grinners, so I decided to go after some snapper instead. The tide seemed to favour the foul ground and it wasn't too far away, so I headed there. On the way I was lucky enough to pick up some live bait at Harry's as I moved from the Hope Banks to the foul ground.
Ooh. Well, oh no. Oh, damn. I knew we had him inside. Bit me off. No, no, no. That's not right. Okay, try again. Shit. I'm on the other one. But that seems out of battery. Oh, no, not again. Bitten off again. Well, the hook got bitten off. Alright, in this case, I've got some wire here somewhere. I'm going to put one of them. I'm going to put wire on one of them. Two decent fish and two bite-offs. I'm not happy about that.
Now let me show you what I saw on the sounder when I got to the foul ground, and I'll explain why I rigged the lines the way I did. In this capture from the ×0 unit, you can see some fish higher in the water column. This could be a dense school of bait, but the top left-hand screen seemed to show a few larger fish amongst them. You have to be quick to see it. So with bait, which meant potentially larger fish higher in the water column, I decided to float line one of my rigs. I'll explain why I didn't float line the other rig shortly.
Okay, we're on again. Now let's see if we can land this one. A bit of a fight. Okay, got the leader coming in. We'll see what he is soon. If he doesn't bite me off again. Long. Shark, is it? Yep. Oh. I'll have you aboard anyway. Ah, bit me off. Thought I could get the gap out. Dang. Got something on that other one. The beacon in our delay. Oh, there we go. As it comes towards me. Oh, he's chasing it. Whatever it was, he let go. Didn't hook him.
Continuing with the same screen capture that I showed previously, as I travelled further, I noticed significant shows of fish near the bottom, visible on all 4 displays. The 3D display on the bottom right, in particular, suggests that there are likely some larger fish down there, indicated by the darker colour of the dots. I have that sounder set up to display stronger returns in darker colours. Comparing these returns to those higher in the water column, you can see that the sounder reads these as stronger returns, indicating a potentially larger fish. However, keep in mind that it's not the size of the fish that determines the strength of the sonar return, but the size of the fish's air bladder. A small fish with a large air bladder can show a stronger return than a large fish with a small air bladder. Nevertheless, we all paid a lot for our electronics, so we should heed what they tell us and fish accordingly. For that reason, I put enough lead on the second line to get it near the bottom while drifting. Klik Sinkers are really handy for this. They allow you to quickly adjust the weight on your line to suit the conditions. And if you're not sure how much weight you need on your line to get it down, you can just click a sinker on there, throw it out. If the angle of the line doesn't look right, click another one on and let it slide down the line. That'll lower it down a bit further in the water column. And that's what I love about them. You can experiment with them until you get the weight right. The Klik Sinkers are available in a lot of tackle shops, or you can use the link in the video description to purchase them online.
Yep. On again. It's fighting like another shark, though. I didn't get the gaff out. Should have done. Oh, and that one. Yep, another shark. Oh. Right, I'll let him there. I'll see what I can do with this one. Another shark again, I think. Oh, he let go, whatever it was. Alright. Oh, good on you. Got me hooked up on the sabiki now. Yeah, mongrel. And we're hooked up on the motor too, are we? Okay, now we're off. Alright, well, you're getting gaffed. Got ya. I get under you. I went under you. Didn't get through you at all. You're the other one. That's my other hook. That's my wire trace one. And he's got my other hooks in here. Still. He was actually stupid enough to have a second go at it. Oh. Okay, well that's my other Snell rig that I lost earlier. Got it back in the finish. I'll have one more drift here, and if we don't do any good I'll go try trolling again. Okay, something took the head off him and missed the hook. Bugger. Could have been a shark again. No looks of the bite.
I mentioned earlier that I managed to get some live bait at Harry's on the way through, and here's how I bait it on a Snell rig. And when I make up a Snell rig, I usually have a smaller circle hook as the top hook and a larger J hook as the bottom hook. The smaller circle hook at the top can be put through the nostrils easily or up through the jaw if you prefer. Something around a 5/0 or a 6/0 is great. The larger J hook goes about halfway back. For the J hook, I usually pick somewhere between a 6/0 and an 8/0 for that. I've been buying my hooks from Mr. Bait for a while now. He's got a good selection of hooks, and they're every bit as sharp, every bit as strong as the name brands, and way cheaper. I'll put a link to Mr. Bait in the video description below as well if you want to check him out. He's also got some of the best bait in Brisbane. Now, despite what I said about putting a J hook on the bottom, this particular rig has 2 circle hooks on it because at the time I made it, I ran out of J hooks. As you can see, getting the bottom circle hook through the body is no easy task due to the angle of the barb, and that's why I don't recommend using a circle hook on the bottom hook. It's much better to use a J hook on the bottom, or on both if you prefer. For rigging live bait on a single hook, you can use either a circle hook or a J hook. This particular rig, I've got a wire leader on it with enough weight to get it down near the bottom. I wouldn't normally fish with a wire leader, but when you get bitten off a few times, you may as well throw one on and see what happens. If nothing else, you'll be able to get the fish up close enough to see what it is that's biting you off. And unless there's mackerel in the area, the chances are it's going to be a shark or a sea toad, more likely a shark these days. But I digress. Let's get back to hooking up the live bait, and to do that I just simply put the hook in through one nostril and out the other. You can also go in through the bottom jaw and out the top, or through the shoulders if you prefer. Because there's only one hook on the line, you can go through the shoulders with a circle hook, although I generally prefer a J hook for that. Doesn't matter how you choose to put the hook on, all 3 techniques work well. It's difficult to say that one is any better than the others. With nothing but sharks to be caught on the foul ground, I decided to spend some more time trolling until it was time to pick up the pots. I headed into the Rouse Channel to have a troll around there, and then back through the Rouse Channel to the Hope Banks. Despite the morning's efforts at the Hope Banks not turning up anything, I did persist there because I had heard reports that there'd been some decent catches of mackerel around the Hope Banks and on south down towards the Peel Basin. Here's an avionics chart for the Hope Banks area. I've got a circle flashing around the Hope Banks beacon to help you orientate. Now this is the main drop-off to the northwest of the banks, which drops off quite steeply. After that main drop-off, it continues to shelve down a bit until it reaches this line, which is about the deepest part of the water northwest of the banks. Now I've picked up mackerel while trolling between these 2 lines, but I'd have to say that I've had the most success in the shaded area to the southeast of the banks, where I've caught mackerel, mac tuna and bonito. As you can see from the screen capture composite, there was plenty of bait around, and that suggested to me that there should be mackerel feeding on it. Just look at the bottom there, you can see that the banks do undulate a lot, but there's usually a minimum of 5 metres of water over most of that area. If I go over an area that's slightly shallower than 5 metres, I reduce my speed a little bit so that the planer boards don't go as deep until the bottom drops away again. Then I go back to my normal trolling speed. I've never found anywhere at the Hope Banks where a trailer boat needs to worry about the depth, but always be cautious because there could be hazards that I have never encountered. As this is the track I followed for the trip. I caught 4 or 5 mackerel on that trip, but they are all undersized, about the same size as the one I showed you, and they were all caught between the Hope Banks and the Peel Basin. I didn't bother putting them into the video because, as I say, they're undersized. There was nothing exciting about them at all.
Because it did just pop and went down again. Lucky I saw it. Yeah, looks like we've got a grinner on it. Just as well I checked it. Otherwise I'll be wasting my time trolling. Another grinner. Is it? No. Huh. A baby. Undersized. Have to go back. But at least they're the right species. Oh, we've got something in there. Wow, got a few in there. We might actually get a feed. Two jennies, though. You're a possibility. I don't think so. They're 2 millimetres short. Is there any other possum? No, the rest are all jennies. Oh well. Whoops, the daisy. Whew. Wow, that was nearly a disaster. There's not going to be too many keepers here either. 3 spots. I think he's going to be small anyway. Yeah. You're a keeper. Put you down there for a minute. One. Too small. Too small. Too small. What about you? What's your story? You're too small too. And so are all those you're hanging on to. You're too small. You're definitely too small. Yep, all too small. All too small, my Jenny. Got one out of all that. I want a couple more keepers. Right, you're too small. You're going to be too small too. Too small. You might be a keeper, I think. Yes, you are. You're going to be too small. Oh. Yeah, by about half a millimetre. Females and small. You're too small. I think they're all too small. Only got the one keeper. Yep, that's the one keeper, by the looks of it. Huh. I think they're going to have some in him, but whether there's any keepers or not is the question. Fish back in. Oh, another one. Okay, oh, third one. Gee whiz, they don't look as big out of their pot as they did in. I don't think we're going to have a keeper. This one's the only chance. And if he is, he'll be just. No. No, 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 no. No, no.
Now, ex-tropical cyclone has died down as I edit this video, so hopefully we can all get out on the water again soon. Just remember that with all the flooding, there's likely to be a lot of debris in the water, so use appropriate caution. The good thing about the flooding is it should flush the prawns and the crabs out, but it will also carry a lot of mud, making the water dirty for a while. If you fish offshore at all and the bay's a bit dirty, then it's probably worth going out if the bar's okay. The water will be much cleaner offshore. Well, thanks for taking the time to watch the video. Until next time, good fishing.